Okay, so today I wanted to get into how do you actually know when a message is for you, right? Because I am channeling these messages, but really it is also just like a mirror of what I'm experiencing and then what you could be going through or what you have been going through. Because I do truly believe that when you stumble on a video like this, it's because you are meant to watch it and there is a specific message here for you. And I just saw some comments of like, well, is this really going to come? Because I really hope it does. So I wanted to make this video in terms of like clearing this up, right? So, first and foremost, I do want to state that my intuitive abilities are no different than yours. Like, you can totally be doing what I'm doing. It's just, I have now really come to this acceptance of my own intuitive abilities that I was denying for ages, for so long. Like, and maybe what, I don't know if I actually did do a video about the like paranormal stuff. I don't know. Anyway, um I experienced a lot of mystical things when I was little, and that'll be a separate video maybe one day. Um and I was rejected for it. So that was the side of me I always hid, and I still experience mystical things, not as much as I did when I was little because I kind of blocked that away from me. But again, this whole last year, this has been something I have been coming back into, been really accepting in myself, and me coming back into my heart has really opened the vessel back up into my own intuitive abilities. So, what you're seeing is me tapping back into that, me claiming, me reclaiming my intuitive gifts and abilities, and me honing in on that, me practicing that. And so, again, what I'm doing is no different than your intuition. It's just something you have to dial into. You have to practice with over and over and over and over again. But anyway, that'll be like a different video for another time. And maybe I'll go more in depth into that. But what I really wanted to come on here and say is like, whatever messages you resonate with are totally for you. Like, if you have a desire for it and you resonate with it, of course it's for you. And literally start tuning into your body, like your body's wisdom, because it's so on point. You will be able to feel if something is for you and if something is not for you. And I'm not saying that everything I say will be for you. It's not. It might resonate with you completely, or bits and pieces might resonate with it. And then take those bits and pieces, and that'll be for you. And if not, then that's fine, right? I'm just sharing what comes through to me and also my past experiences and what I have learned. And if that resonates and I'm a mirror to you for that, then great. And if not, that's totally fine as well. But again, I do strongly believe that if you are here and you are watching, it is because you resonate with my energy, right? The same thing when I watch other readers or I talk with other people or whatever the case is, because I resonate with their energy, right? So I really wanted to like clear this up that like, yes, if you're watching something and you really resonate with the message and you really are desiring for that to come into your life, it is absolutely meant for you. And I truly do believe that if you're watching something and you tune into your body's wisdom and you can feel it in yourself that it is coming closer to you, it's coming closer to you. It's definitely coming closer to you. We can't always know the exact moment and the exact day, you can kind of feel into the energy of like a rough timing, right? But it obviously also depends on so many factors, so many timelines, so many um yeah, factors out there. But again, if you're feeling into it and you're calling this in, it's just a confirmation for you that it's absolutely meant for you and you are aligning with this energy. Because how things start to come into our life first is actually by what we see on the outside first. So it's like, what sort of signs and synchronicities are we seeing? What sort of messages are we constantly seeing? What is happening on our outside world that we are constantly seeing, experiencing? Because that means we're coming closer in with that. That's why it's so important not to be envious and jealous of the things that you see other people have that you want, because they're just a reflection of you, of what you can experience, of what you can have in your life. They're just a mirror of that. And if you are being resentful or jealous of that, you're saying no to that, just so you know. This is why it's so important to be able to celebrate other people's victories and successes, because you're saying yes to that. You're saying yes to calling that in for yourself. And again, if you are experiencing it on the outside, it is for you. It is for you. You are aligning with that energy. And the more you see it, and the more you like align yourself with that energy, it's coming in for you. It's just a matter of time, of divine timing. And see, this is what my path has been for the last year and a half. I've constantly been paying attention to the outside world, to the things happening in my outer reality, to the messages that I listen to the messages that come in for me, songs. Like there was a certain point in my journey where I thought I was crazy because I started to see certain signs and synchronicities so often. It was like I was like, this is crazy. Like, this is actually crazy. And I knew that I didn't have a lot of people to speak to about this. And if I did, if I spoke to people that didn't really understand, they would be like, are you okay? You know? And so I did align myself with people who understood what I was experiencing in some way, shape, or form. They were experiencing the same thing or a similar thing. And they'd be like, no, this is like this, like, you're calling this in, like, this is coming. You're not crazy. Like, yes, it's like amazing and magical to have certain signs and synchronicities come in very quickly. And like, honestly, I would get bombarded by signs and synchronicities like every single day. And it got really crazy when I would be experiencing it like multiple times in just one day. I was like, whoa. But I got used to that and I was like, okay, beautiful. This means I'm aligning my energy with these things that I am calling in. So again, if there is something that I am saying that you resonate with, that you desire, and you can feel in your body that that is what you want and that is what you deserve to have, it is absolutely meant for you. Will it come at a certain time frame? Like, everyone has their own journeys, right? So for some people it will happen faster, for some people, certain things won't happen faster, and that's fine. That's fine. But what's important, what I would love for you to start doing, is start paying attention to the outside world, to your outer reality. What is happening in your outer reality? Are you experiencing a lot of like success or beautiful relationships or an amazing career or a specific career that you want or certain things that you want? Like, are you seeing that mirrored to you? Because if you are calling that in. But if you're experiencing a lot of like not great things, you that it's telling you, like, let's just be real. That it's telling you where your energy is. But you have the ability to change that. And how you start changing that is stop paying attention to the things that are going wrong, right? Like start shifting your perspective and start intentionally watching the things that you do want to call in. That means watching others have the things that you want and the like type of relationships that you want. Like start watching them. If you can't have direct access to them, start watching them, because that is how you start calling it in. And also just start embodying it, right? Because this is what I was starting to do. I was starting to just use my body as a temple, as a vessel, to start calling in that energy and start like matching my frequency to that energy, which is like all about Dr. Joe's work, right? So if you know, you know. If not, and that interests you, then you could go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, just so you know, like if you are seeing this, the things that you want, and it hasn't happened yet in your life, but you're seeing it in your outer reality, you are calling that in. You are calling it in. That's it. You're calling it in. And what would be really, really like a great idea, something I started to do, get a journal and start writing the things that you are seeing in the outside world, your outer reality, and start writing it down, right? Like if you see your favorite car that you've been wanting, write it down. Or like a relationship, like a reflection of a relationship that you really want, write it down. Like write these things down, because you're going to start to get excited and you're going to start believing that, like, oh my gosh, 3 days in a row I saw the same car, I say this, or I saw the same thing, or whatever it is. You're going to be like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then especially like numbers are also really special to me, and so I would sometimes like see that specific thing, and then alongside it would be like at the exact same time, or the license plate was a certain number. I'm like, I started to understand that we live in a world filled with magic. But that's only because I started to pay attention to that. So I'm inviting you into that, especially if you got in this far. Just like start paying attention and then come back and tell me the beautiful magical things that you have been experiencing, the beautiful signs and synchronicities that you have been experiencing, because you are calling it in. You are calling it in. It is bound to happen for you. Just don't get too antsy, don't get too rattled, don't get to like, enough time has passed, why isn't it here? Let yourself embody that energy, that frequency, and just keep paying attention to the outside world and being like, okay, cool. Like that's a sign. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Closer and closer and closer. And just continue to enjoy. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. That's really what I wanted to come on and say here, because yeah, certain comments, and I was just like, it's coming. The fact that you want it to come and you're seeing it mirrored in your outside reality, it is coming. Anyway, I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.